What made you realize that some bridges need burning? My sister demanded I sleep with her husband to give them a baby because she was infertile. Rachel had always been the golden child who once faked a cancer scare to steal attention at my wedding and later sued her bridesmaid for getting pregnant before her big day. She got dad's business connections and mom's jewelry collection while I scraped by with community college loans, then married rich and spent her days posting filtered photos or telling my 7-year-old daughter she was too fat for dance class. When I miscarried last year, she posted about it on Facebook before I could tell anyone, adding prayer hands emojis and everything happens for a reason while collecting sympathy likes. But now, after 5 years of her trying to conceive a baby, family suddenly meant everything to her. Her obsession with natural conception had cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars on fertility crystals and moon ceremonies. She refused IVF, calling it artificial poison, and wouldn't consider adoption because she needed to know her child's genetics. During Sunday dinner, she stared at my kids with tears streaming down her face, gripping her husband's hand until her knuckles turned white. That's when mom leaned over and whispered, "You know, you have such beautiful children, and you and Rachel share the same DNA." And then, 2 weeks later, the spa day invitation that should have been my first warning, but I thought maybe she wanted to reconnect. Instead, I walked into her living room to find mom already there, both of them wearing matching silk robes and expectant smiles. "We have the perfect solution," Rachel announced, gesturing for me to sit between them. "You're going to sleep with Dave and give us a baby. Naturally, the way nature intended." She said it like she was asking to borrow a cup of sugar, while mom nodded along like this was discussing vacation plans. I couldn't believe I was actually considering it, and Rachel didn't spare a second in sending me ovulation tracking apps and insisting I take fertility tests at her private clinic. She wore me down with daily phone calls and surprise visits, always with mom as backup. But then I found myself sitting in her marble bathroom letting her inject me with hormones. She had me taking supplements that made my skin crawl and my emotions swing wildly. My husband slammed doors and accused me of being insane for even considering it, and moved to his parents' house. Well, I just kept hoping she'd come to her senses. Everything changed the day I was folding laundry and heard her on the phone with her best friend, laughing about something. "Dave asked for an open marriage last year," she said, and my hands froze on a tiny pink shirt. "This kills 2 birds. He gets his variety with someone safe, and I get my baby." She called me the perfect solution, a toy he could play with that came with a baby bonus, just a breeding tool with a familiar face. That night, I spent hours researching coercion laws and talking to a therapist who confirmed this wasn't normal. At the family meeting, I stood firm and told them I wasn't doing this anymore. I watched Rachel's face transform from shock to pure rage. I repeated it again just to get it through her head. "No, Rachel, I'm not your incubator, and I'm done letting you control me." My voice was shaking but clear while she screamed that I was destroying her life. For 3 months after that confrontation, everything felt lighter. My husband finally moved back home, and I thought Rachel had finally accepted my decision and moved on. Then the process server found me at my daughter's birthday party, handing me papers in front of 20 kids and their parents. Rachel sued for breach of verbal contract and emotional distress, claiming I'd cost her thousands in fertility preparations. A private investigator started following us everywhere, taking photos of me yelling at my kids in the grocery store parking lot, documenting every moment I wasn't a perfect mother. CPS showed up at our door 3 times, each visit more invasive than the last, asking my children if mommy ever hurt them while they cried in confusion. She paid our cousin's college tuition in exchange for family loyalty, and suddenly no one would return my calls. Even my childhood friends blocked me after she spread rumors I was mentally unstable. She posted edited recordings of our conversations online, created fake social media accounts to harass my husband's coworkers, and once I found her parked outside my daughter's school, just watching. The legal bills piled up so fast I had to choose between groceries and keeping our lawyer. But Rachel's desperate vendetta became her undoing when Dave finally cracked under oath. During his deposition, he broke down and admitted he'd never wanted any of this arrangement, revealing years of Rachel's manipulative behavior that even shocked their lawyer. The clinic staff testified about Rachel coaching me on what to say, and her own text messages revealed how she'd planned to use me to manage Dave's desires. CPS noted the suspicious pattern of reports all coming from the same IP address and deemed them as fake. When the judge ordered Rachel to pay my legal fees, Dave was already packing his things. We won, but the victory tasted like ash with $30,000 in legal debt crushing us. My parents chose Rachel's money over me, and my kids need therapy from the trauma of CPS investigations and family warfare. Some nights I wake up in cold sweats, checking the locks twice, jumping when cars slow down outside our new home 2 towns over where nobody knows our story.